want to take about 5 minutes to talk with you about the real estate market, and specifically what I'm going to talk about are the three most important issues posing the market right now. One is affordability, second is interest rates, and the third is inventory. Now, I got a feeling that when May rolls around, like the fifth month of the year, we may see the mortgage handle rates being around 5. And what I mean by handle is that's just mortgage lingo for referring to the first number before the decimal point. So when rates reach that 5% mark in May-ish, even if it's 5.99, there's this psychological trigger that happens when that kind of gets folks jumping into the real estate market. So let's talk about home appreciation for a moment. People often mention something about what's called reversion to the mean, but that's often misunderstood because some people think that because prices have been so high, appreciation has to drop well below the normal numbers to balance everything out. But that is not what that means. Reversion to the mean is more about returning to what normal numbers for appreciation looks like. So we should expect a return to more typical rate home appreciation. And the third challenge that we are facing in the market is a potential lack of inventory. So you see, when the mortgage rates were climbing up in the 8s, nobody with a mortgage rate under 5% wanted to even think about selling. Those who did move were those with a higher percentage rate, or they were experiencing some significant changes in their life, like job, relocations, retirement, death, divorce, or other life-changing events like a marriage or having babies. So as we enter into 2024, things might look a little bit different. So if rates drop into the 5% range, some of those who have the 3% or even less mortgage rates, they may even start considering a move, even without a major lifestyle change. So I believe there's some pent-up demand. Some of those listings that didn't get on the market in 2023, in the last 18 months or so, might finally make an appearance this year. So even as rates ease up, cash is still going to be king. However, as rates become more favorable this year, many households buying out of necessity are going to find a way to make these purchases. And many who didn't buy last year often said high rates was the reason, but it was more about affordability, with the home prices being on the higher side. So with prices stabilizing and raises rising, affordability is improving, and this makes more homes more accessible than they have been in the last year or so. Real estate isn't just about the numbers. It's about the people and their behavior. And I have had the privilege of sitting at the kitchen table with countless folks when they're ready to list their home. And I have seen how they react to the market changes, particularly during an election year. We can expect dramatic shifts in the housing market because people respond in unique ways. We've already seen a return to some normalcy in home prices. No more offers are skyrocketing 10, 20 or more above list price. And buyers are not skipping out on home inspections or appraisals. So home prices will continue to rise, but not at some crazy frenzy rate pace. We're getting back to some more normal rates of appreciation. And honestly, we have needed that sense of normalcy in the housing market. We haven't truly experienced a normal housing market since 2006. Now, I remember being licensed in 2003. Things were quite different back then. You made an offer, it was approved, we got forward. Since then, it's been a roller coaster ride with the housing crisis. super low interest rates, and then the pandemic causing rapid price appreciation. What we really need is mortgage rates and home prices to stabilize at more typical levels so people don't feel a pressure to rush into buying. It's about finding balance, folks. It's as we step into the selection year, there's going to be plenty of wild headlines and narratives, but rest assured, I'm going to be here to provide you with the real truth. I'm out in the field. I see what's happening in our local market on a daily basis, and I'm always happy to connect with you to help you understand this market better. Well, that's my report. I know it was a bit long, but there was so much to cover. And if you would like more details about any of the points that I discussed, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to break down the data, make it easier for you to understand. 2024 is shaping up to be an incredible year for real estate. And I'm excited to connect with you and assist as many families and individuals as I possibly can. Let's make it a fantastic year together.